I love this painting. The kindness, the loving person that she was. And so all I got is our memories and this photo. My child, it certainly could just make you cry. These portraits good memories. The FBI has confirmed that 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson's death on October 29, 2022 was planned. Could it be true that her friends lured her to Cabo, Mexico, in order to hurt her and take her life? Let's find out. Shanquella's friends came back from their trip to Cabo with her luggage, but not with her. That's super dodgy, isn't it? Her mother said that these friends told her that Shanquella was ill from drinking too much alcohol. The internet has been going wild over this story. And I said, well, what's wrong with it? And he said alcohol poison. He said, the doctor is on the way. And I said, well, how do you know alcohol poison if the doctor hasn't arrived yet? People are still mad about what happened to her. The FBI has informed the public that her death was not an accident because of the suspicious nature of it. You must be wondering, why did her friends hate her? There were 6 of them, including Winter Donovan Dija, Nee Jackson, Nazir Higgins Malik Dyer, Elise Hyatt, and her best friend Khalil Cook. They were on their way to celebrate one of their birthdays in Cabo. They set off from North Carolina. Shanquella was perfectly healthy when she left for the trip. She was happy and excited about her vacation, not suspecting that anything bad could happen. Here are the accounts of her friends. Nazir Higgins tells us that he didn't set off with the group on the first day. He met them in Cabo the next day. Apparently, he wasn't there either when the events leading to her death occurred. On their short vacation, Shanquella drank too much and was dehydrated. Or so we were told by her friends. But her friends refused to take her to a hospital. Poor Shanquella went into cardiac arrest thereafter. Khalil was the one who called Shanquella's mom about Shanquella having alcohol poisoning. Medics were fighting hard to resuscitate her, but it was too late. She passed away. The group returned home immediately after. The strange part is that they didn't return with Shanquella's body. They did, however, decide to bring her bags with them. Khalil took them to her parents' home. But Shanquella's mom believes that Khalil is lying. He was a trusted friend to the family. He used to come over on weekends to hang out. But Khalil hasn't contacted the family again since the autopsy report. This is raising eyebrows. The police report says that her time of death was 6:00 p.m., but the autopsy report has shown that she died at 3:00 p.m. This 3-hour difference raises suspicion, don't you agree? Perhaps she was already dead 3 hours before the medics arrived. Why didn't her friends call the police immediately? Another strange detail on the report is that she died of a severe spinal cord injury and Atlas luxury. These 2 injuries indicate that she was physically attacked rather than dying of alcohol poisoning. The autopsy doesn't mention anything about her consuming too much alcohol. So her friends were clearly hiding something, but what exactly happened? Here's the scary part: a video has been leaked online of Shanquella repeatedly getting struck by her friend Dejion Jackson Culla. Can you at least fight back? No. Shanquella didn't even try to defend herself. The rest of their friends just sat there watching. They didn't even try to help Shanquella. Khalil is heard saying, "Quella, can't you at least fight back?" It was also reported that Winter Donovan attacked Shanquella and slammed her into a wall. There was another video of the trip leaked online. In this one, the group was doing something without Shanquella. They were hiding from her and didn't want her to hear what they were planning. They would go, said they crew the woman's like me over chain. It's so strange, isn't it? Why go through all this trouble? They could have just stopped being friends with her. They didn't have to hurt her. Shanquella's parents want answers. Why did their daughter deserve this? Mexican authorities have reopened the investigation. Her death is now being investigated as a femicide, meaning intentional murder of women. Because they are women in Mexico, if convicted, you can face up to 60 years in prison. This could be why the group did it. Because the laws in North Carolina concerning murder are much stricter. Maximum penalty is either life in prison with no parole or death by lethal injection. People are calling every member of the group to come forward with information and finally speak the truth about what really happened. The public wants them to get life imprisonment. One person on the internet said this: "The more I think about the Shanquella Robinson assault, the more angry I get. They planned this entire thing. They intentionally planned the trip to Mexico to kill her. They intentionally caught her at her most vulnerable. They intentionally recorded it to embarrass her." Premeditated. Mexican authorities have stated this case is fully clarified. We even have a court order. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide to the detriment of the victim and against an alleged perpetrator, a friend of hers who is the direct aggressor. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead a direct aggression. "We were carrying out all the pertinent procedures, such as the Interpol alert and the request for extradition to the United States of America. It's about 2 Americans, the victim and the culprit. It hasn't been confirmed who they're referring to, but we can guess from the horrifying video footage." That is Dejana Jackson, but there is a worry that the extradition might not happen. It depends how strong the case is that the Mexican authorities have put together. Even if it doesn't happen, the FBI Charlotte field office is also on their tails, meaning they can still face charges. Shanquella's family is worried, and they're not happy. They've slammed the FBI for not handling the case in a respectful or serious enough way. How do you feel about this? Why do you think Shanquella's friends would do that to her? What are they hiding? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. They were hiding from her and didn't want her to hear what they were planning. They would go, said they crew the woman's like me over chain. It's so strange, isn't it? Why go through all this trouble? They could have just stopped being friends with her. They didn't have to hurt her. Shanquella's parents want answers. Why did their daughter deserve this? Mexican authorities have reopened the investigation. Her death is now being investigated as a femicide, meaning intentional murder of women. Because they are women in Mexico, if convicted, you can face up to 60 years in prison. This could be why the group did it. Because the laws in North Carolina concerning murder are much stricter. Maximum penalty is either life in prison with no parole or death by lethal injection. People are calling every member of the group to come forward with information and finally speak the truth